Okay. Hi everyone. Sorry for my towel. It's incredibly hot in the UK nowadays, so I might be wiping my head every now and then. I'm on my webcam currently, so the quality isn't that great, and this is going to be another video in the series for being AI image creator. I will be streaming more often just to interact with my viewers, obviously, and also show you how easy it is to use some of the AI tools that are available today to create very beautiful images. And today, like the title says, I will be doing some landscape images using both ChatGPT and Bing AI. But if you have tuned in, leave a like, and if you're watching it later, also leave a like, because it will very help the channel. Yeah, so let's get right into it. The music, by the way, it is AI created. Just to let everyone know, it's AI created music. It's a nice mix just to play for us in the background here, whilst I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do 3 prompts again. It should take roughly about an hour to get done, just so we can go through the steps together. So the first thing you want to do is go onto ChatGPT. I am using ChatGPT 4, which is a paid version, but you can use ChatGPT 3.5, which is a free version. And then, because I'm not very good at describing things myself, so I'll just ask ChatGPT to generate 3 descriptions of random landscape scenery. You send that prompt, and ChatGPT is going to provide you a response. He's going for a quite elaborate responses, which is nice. Because I want to see what Bing can do in terms of actually executing a well-written prompt, not like some of the ones that I had before, which I wrote myself. So okay, we've got 3 prompts here. I'll just copy the first one and I'll read it out for you as well. It's called Emerald Valley, a vast stretch of rolling hills covered in thick emerald green grass that sways gently with the caress of cool breeze. To the east, a line of majestic old trees standing tall, their gnarled branches intertwining like dancers, casting playful shadows that chase each other as the day progresses. The sun paints the sky with brilliant hues of orange, pink and gold during sunrise, with a solitary river gleaming in the distance, reflecting the azure heavens above. Birds with vibrant plumage serenade the dawn, while delicate wildflowers bloom sporadically, filling the air with sweet, intoxicating fragrance. Now, I think ChatGPT overdid it, if you ask me. It's a very elaborate description, and it could be used for some of the AI engines that produce videos instead of images. But let's try it nevertheless. I'm just gonna copy it without the name, and then what you want to do is you want to hop onto your favorite web browser, Microsoft Edge. Then you want to go onto www.bing.com/images/create. And it should bring you to that screen. This is just me testing. Oh, it doesn't even let me paste the full prompt. Right, so the birds bit will have to leave out. I didn't even know there was a limit on the number of characters. Let's see. Wow. Oh, wow. I mean, from the get-go. Holy crap. What a beautiful scenery. I mean, comparing to anybody who was watching my previous series, if you compare it to the pictures from there, that one is definitely a bit more blurry, a bit more pixelated. I don't really I don't really like the quality on that one. But let's look past the quality, and the landscape itself is beautiful. You know, you can't deny that. It's definitely something very vibrant, very colorful. The colors of the colors of the sun mixing with the colors of the heaven. I really love that because this is a genuine, like that's a genuine view you could see whilst the sun is setting. Obviously, the hills that might be a bit more on the abstract side of things, but definitely a good landscape. Let's move on to picture number two. Um, Picture number two, also very nice, but it again, like with my video on animal creation, this seems like it was made on the same canvas, but it was kind of each section was cropped out separately to give you an image. Nevertheless, it looks very nice. I don't like the detail on the grass. The grass looks very synthetic. It doesn't look real at all. It looks very digital. I don't like it. Landscape number three. Um, I mean they're all pretty much the same. Oh, that one's not the same. That one's definitely not the same. Number four is definitely not the same. But these three, yeah, they I don't know. There could be a little bit. The prompt could have been executed a little bit more on the creative side of things because I don't think it was executed that great. It looks it looks as if maybe the prompt was, like I said, too elaborate, and the engine just kind of went divvy and didn't really do a good job over here. But nevertheless, I mean, the scenery looks beautiful. But this is a wallpaper material. This definitely definitely one thing I have to say is I like how the engine executes the colors and mixes them together because it really looks like a genuine sky you could see during sunset. You know, there's no doubt about it. The valley, I'm not quite sure about the valley itself, but nevertheless, a very beautiful landscape. Um, I'm quite satisfied with how it executed it, but the quality is not. It's not really up to standard for me. I'm not a big fan of it. Could have been executed a bit better, that's for sure. But yeah, so the the pictures look like they definitely from the same canvas. You can clearly see that if you look at all of them together. But let's go with the simple 1 to 4. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know, very simple, very easy, but very beautiful nevertheless. Let's go to the second prompt. Um, the second prompt is the Whispering Sands, an expansive desert landscape where dunes rise like golden waves, undulating across the horizon. The sands seem almost alive, shifting and whispering secrets of ages past. Here and there, a resilient cactus stands as a testament to life's enduring spirit, adorned with bright flowers that defy the barren surroundings. Let's go. Because I don't think it's gonna execute the whole prompt, so I'll just finish it near the end, just so I can fully paste it in. Yeah, that seems about right. Um, let's execute the prompt. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the music in the background. It's like I said, it's AI generated. I'm I wasn't expecting too much from it, but it definitely has a vibe to it. Right. What a beautiful scenery here. Let's see. I don't know. I'm just looking at it straight away. It looks like a very, like, I don't know if sand dunes look exactly like this. I'm sure the patterns are a bit more spaced out. They're not as close together, like you can see in this picture over here. Um, but definitely something to be aware of when you're trying to execute a landscape imagery. It's gonna look very pixelated and it's going to look very unrealistic, because I don't think this is a realistic look for a landscape. I mean, I could be wrong because I've never been to a desert, but it doesn't look like an actual landscape. However, you know, there is a cactus here. You know, I mean, there is just loads of sand. It doesn't look as mystical as the prompt asked it to be. Nevertheless, it's still looking good, I think. Let's move on to picture number two. Now that one I like better. That one I like better because the I don't know, it's too orangey, that one. Like, you know, the sun is really hitting the spot on that one. Whereas here, I don't know, the colors are a bit more bland. I really like it. But again, the patterns on the dunes, I mean, it looks like a massive fingerprint, just like embedded in the picture. I don't know what to think of it. I'm not a fan of it. That's all I know. And you know, different textures in the sand. It looks very very computer generated. Like comparing to some of the other pictures that I've generated before using this engine, this definitely doesn't. This definitely doesn't look like something that you could consider being real. No way. Okay, let's see. Picture. Oh, that one's beautiful. That one's very beautiful. But again, massive, massive fingerprint lines. I don't like it because it kind of messes with your perception when you're looking at the picture, because you want to look at it and think of it as a real picture, but then again you can't, because it is what it is. I mean, interesting. Definitely very interesting because, like I said, even the quality is not great on the landscapes. I was expecting a lot more from it, you know. Picture number four. Kind of the color scheme on that picture, and I think the picture number one is as if you were on some, I don't know, Martian surface. Kinda. I don't know. Again, I don't know how to explain it, but every time I look at those four pictures, I get that feeling of it's so unrealistic, it's disgusting. Like, oh, it gives me the cramps in my stomach when I'm looking at it, because I know it's fake. Because I know it's fake, maybe that's why. Hmm. Then again, I'm not really convinced that I can get more out of this engine. I'm not 100% convinced I can actually get more out of this engine when it comes to landscape. Like, faces were beautiful, faces were masterpieces, whereas those four pictures are horrendous. Like, what kind of I mean, landscape wise, yes, color choice, color combinations, except for I think that picture, everything else is trash, everything else is horrible. Yeah, yeah, only that picture gets number one, the rest get number zero. Like, they don't even qualify. They're so horrible. I can't physically. No, I can't give them a ranking. That's not going to be fair on other creations. Yeah, I mean, check this picture out. That one's beautiful. That one's, I gotta give it. Yeah, that one's 100% nice picture. But the rest just horrendous. So let's just go to prompt number 3, where we've got a forest. It's called Mystic Forest, a dense, oh, A dense ethereal forest where ancient redwoods stretch towards the heavens, their bark rough and furrowed, but standing as guardians of a world lost in time. Woo. A thick mist cloaks the ground, lending an air of enchantment and mystery. Let's see. I kind of like these prompts because they. w- Sorry for my reading, by the way. Like, English is not my first language, and when the videos are edited, I can edit it so it can sound better. However, at the moment, when I'm reading these words, it's not sounding as great. But when I'm reading these prompts, they sound very, like I said, they sound very mystical. They sound very nice, but the engine can't comprehend them. The engine can't execute them the way I would like them to execute it. But nevertheless, prompt number 3, I am gonna ask ChatGPT for some more prompts because I just thought I'll try a very abstract, maybe a cartoonish looking landscape. Whoa, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I mean, what is happening here? Wow. So far, the previous 2 prompts, you can scratch them. Scrap them, throw them to the bin, they don't exist. I don't like them. But if you look at this picture now, obviously, yes, you can tell it's not a photography, okay? It's not a photography made by a human, it's not a real place. But look past it. Look past the photography and realness of it. Just look at the image alone. Damn. Damn. Absolutely stunning. I really like how it executed the mist. It gives it that little mystery, that little, kind of fairy type of vibe, kind of dark story type of vibe. I really like it. I really like how it's executed. Now, I know these are redwoods. Beautiful trees. Beautiful, beautiful trees. Um, well, in this picture, I'm starting to see anomalies, as in a lot of pixels, a lot of discoloration around the trees, and there is a lot of outlines when it comes to branches. I can kind of see them. It doesn't ruin the picture because the outlines are still in the same color scheme as the fog and the background, but you can kind of see, and it gives off the vibe of a virtual image. Now this is picture number 3. Wow, what a mystical forest. This type of landscapes I would expect to see in like an RPG game, MMO RPG game. Oh, sorry, you can't see the pictures I'm talking about. There you go. Sorry about that. Let's go back then. Put my hands up. My bad, my bad, my bad. So once again, that's picture number 1. As you can see, prompt executed beautifully. Like I said, the color choice is definitely something to my liking. I liked also the abstract part of the trees, because you can see that the tree is missing a piece, and then I think in picture number 3 it's missing a piece as well. So that's picture number 2. It's a really well executed prompt. I gotta give it. It's a well executed prompt, and it definitely gives off the vibe of, like I said, of like a darkish story, maybe like a video game where you go on adventure, level up, kill some mobs. Definitely a good scenery. This is a picture number 3. That one so far is my favorite. I have to say, this one is my favorite. But if you look if you look here where my mouse cursor is, there is a tree that's kind of blending into a tree behind it, and I'm not a big fan of it, but you know, then again, it is an AI generated image, nevertheless. So that was picture number 3. Let's move on to picture number 4. Wow. Kind of reminds me of the Harry Potter film, The Prisoner of Azkaban. I don't know. I might be the only one that sees it, but it definitely gives me a Harry Potter vibes here. I really like how the fog is covering the trees behind, and all the trees in front are kind of like coming forward more and more until you've got that tree right close there. It's beautiful, beautiful image, well executed prompt. Yeah, so all of them pictures get number 1 because they all look beautiful. They all look great. So now let's go back to ChatGPT and ask it for some more abstract prompts, because I want to see if we can create like an abstract type of film scenery, right? So I'll ask ChatGPT to maybe give me some descriptions of like cosmic landscapes on different planets. We'll see. Right, so I just told ChatGPT to generate 3 descriptions of landscapes one could see on on different planets, and don't make them too long. Let's see what we can get. I'm not even gonna attempt to read that. I'm just gonna surprise everybody that's watching, because when I'm reading it, I'm ruining half of the fun when I'm stuttering. So I'll just copy and paste the prompt, and then we'll see the results all together. But they are planetary prompts, so let's see. Let's see. Oh wow. Oh wow. But from afar, I can already tell you this is a horrible image. I can already tell you this is a horrible looking image. Well, horrible in terms of, yeah, realism. It's not. It doesn't use realistic textures. But other than that, you know, it's an abstract image, abstract textures. It definitely looks interesting. Definitely looks like something not from this world. The colors are very interesting, because I think it's like the very first color combination where it's purple, blue, and like reddish color. It's always mixes like, you know, RGB colors very well, but I think it's first time in my creations I'm seeing purple. I like those holes in the stones here. Oh, what a canyon. Is that supposed to be like an ice river? I'm sure you could use this image for somebody's, what it's called, album cover, right? Uh, or am I pushing too far now? It looks like you could use it for an album cover, if you ask me. You know? Very nice. I really like how much creativity Bing actually possesses as an engine. You know, because some engines that I've used before, they are very limited in terms of executing small prompts, not very descriptive prompts, or too descriptive. If they kind of, you have to find a balance to get the picture you want. Whereas with Bing, I've tried so many different ones. Not all of the images are satisfactory, but not all of the images are shit. So there is that. I'm not a great fan of that sort of imagery. I don't know what to call it because I don't know the style of the imagery, but it's just kind of like cartoonish, kind of like gaming landscape. I don't really like it. I'm not 100% sure why, but it doesn't appeal to my taste. Again, that one. But as you can see, they all kind of cropped from the. If that was a real place, if that was a real planet, you know, somebody was just snapping pictures and turning. Like you can see that, right? You know. But nevertheless, very nice. It looks nice. I really like it. Um, it's just some of the bits that the engine executes are very confusing to me because, like, in here you could kind of tell that's a river, right? But this looks like ice. This looks like ice. This looks like ice. And then this, I don't know. But yeah, that's one abstract prompt from the planetary series. Let me just copy another prompt. Oh, I want to see that one executed. This is really my type of scenery because you could kind of tell that I am a cosmos enthusiast. I really like learning about the deep space, about explorations, about different planets. Whoa. Naughty images. I don't like the quality. The quality really pushes me away. But other than that, breathtaking. It's something really interesting because one, the the prompt, yes, uses our words, our human words, you know, that we would use to describe such a scenery, but I'm sure the engine wasn't fed any type of reference, any form of images from that category at least, to be able to say, yeah, you know, I know what to base my images on, right? So this is pure imagination of the engine. This is engine working off its own back, and you can't tell me this image isn't beautiful. It kind of looks like a painting more than an image. Now that I'm thinking about it, the smudges in the pixels, that kind of looks like painting more than an image. But again, that could be an album cover 100%. The image number 2, what a landmark over here. Beautiful starry sky. You know, I love the auroras. What a scenery. But again, this looks more like a painting than an image, which is also interesting because I've seen other people prompting the engine to create an image resembling or being in the style of a painting. I've never actually experienced, except for the human pictures last week, I haven't experienced any painting style images being created from my prompts. They were always aiming for realism more than abstract or more than painting. But this looks definitely more like hand drawn, you know, hand sketched. Maybe because it's so pixelated. I don't know, but it's fantastic. I really like the colors. the little hue of green and blue, and then it turns into purple, orange, and yellow. I love it. I really love it. Next picture. So look, see, oh sorry, see, all those pictures are literally the same panorama. It's the same landscape. It's just cropped, maybe from different angles, I would say, which is also amazing because I was thinking that before, but this is my theory. So I reckon that the engines generate images in 3D, right? But they only give you a 2D print of what they generated. Like when I've asked them to generate that landscape, they genuinely generated a 3D landscape inside of their engine. Let's call it imagination. It was a 3D landscape, and then they gave you 4 snapshots of that landscape from 3 different perspectives. You know? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking that's how it actually works. Why am I thinking this? Because I reckon AI is actually way more advanced than what is given to the public. That's first. And two, I reckon this is a preparation for the big release of AI being able to create full 3D models. Like a full, let's say, a full 3D gaming world, full with buildings, you know, nature, animals, call it whatsoever, but it's all, you know, it's all rendered in 3D instead of just flat 2D images. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But nevertheless, you know, I don't have any more words to describe what I'm looking at. The cosmic scenery is always eye appealing to me. It's an eye candy for me. You know, if I could, I would put a massive photo wallpaper on all walls in this room and make it into one big galaxy, because yeah, the vibrancy of the cosmos is really calming me down. But this is picture number 4. You know, they are executed in the same style, they are executed in the same color schemes. From the shots are, like I said, the same perspective, just different placement on the 3D model. Because I'm sure you could somehow piece all those pictures together and make one massive image. That would also looks beautiful and stunning. But that's what we've got. 4 images. All of them are getting number 1. And I just want to say that I've tried executing different prompts before, like faces, animals, everyday objects. I've done them before making the actual video. Like, I've tested them out. Landscapes is the first category of the 2 that I'm testing live, because there is one more coming, but that's next week, so I'm not going to spoil anything. But it's also going to be a live stream, which is going to be tweaked a little bit more than this week's, because I am actually renovating the studio space. I've got the green screen, but everything needs setting up, and you know, I've tried to rush it, but it didn't work out in my favor. So I'll just have to take it slowly. But nevertheless, let's move on to the 3rd prompt. Let me copy it. Now, that prompt is a lot different than the previous 2, because it's asking for a water world, you know, an ocean world. Let's see. I hope it's gonna be oh my Jesus, that's a completely different style. Whoa, what is going on here? Wow. That looks shit. What the hell am I looking at? The fuck is this? Nah, this is genuinely horrible image. I don't like the style of the image. I don't know. It reminds me of like a Zelda game or some Nintendo game. I don't know. It just like World of Warcraft type of scenery, but stretched out and more horrible. I don't know. I was expecting a lot more than that. A lot more. You know those little magma balls. I rate them, yes, but and maybe the sky looks kind of okayish, but the water, the rocks. What's going on? Another image. Let's see. The water texture. The water texture looks like a sheet of foil that's blue. I don't know what to think of it. Other than that, it's like, oh my god. I mean, I am absolutely shocked by what I'm looking at. That's very disappointing because I was expecting a lot more creativity and execution from the engine, but what it produced. I mean, that image, yeah, I rate that one. Yeah, that one is good. That one's all right. Even though the water texture, it might be like a methane ocean. Maybe that's why it looks so weird. I mean, the place looks grim. The place looks definitely grim. It looks like, a place where they would send you if you committed like an intergalactical crime type of vibe. I don't know. I'm very disappointed with it. But let's not skip past the actual background of the image, which stands out the most when you look at it. It's definitely the best part of the image. But I'm just wondering why did it pick that specific color theme and keep it within all three images? Like, I understand the prompt wasn't, the prompt is what it is. It says it's at night, but then again, be a little bit more creative. The night it's not just dark. Like, there is a lot more. There is a lot more colors to the night than just dark. Because you could have just produced a blank black image and you could have said that's night. Do you know what I'm saying? It looks horrible. It looks dead. It looks dead. What? What am I looking at here? Some fluorescent ocean with some burning rocks. I don't know. Is that a black hole? Or is that sun eclipsed? Is that a moon eclipse? Is that the dark side of the moon? You tell me, because I can't make it out. I'm looking at it and it just looks like sadness and sufferation. I don't know. Just well, I guess I understand why the colors are so dark. Yes, I understand you try to execute night theme, but come on, I mean, you could have done a little bit better than that because the way I see it, you've got a fluorescent ocean. There is some fluorescent parts of these moons, or are they moons? I can't even distinguish them. You know, from a moon or a maybe like a little marble just floating in the sky. I'm not sure. Those two horns over here, that's terrible. Yeah, all these four images, right? I mean, just look at them for face value. Look at my grimace. I mean, what? I'm disappointed, Bing. I'm kind of disappointed, kinda. Because when I was asking for them prompts from ChatGPT, I was expecting you to maybe execute them a little bit better, a little bit more creative. put an emphasis on the textures of the landscape more than the time of the day or night for that matter. Like I can't see the features of the hills, the mountains. Everything is just dark, just black. Um, oh, what is this music? One sec. Oh my god. Right. No, I can't end the stream like this. I'm sorry. I can't end it like that because I was expecting a lot more. I was expecting a lot more from being AI. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT for one more prompt, just one more, because I really want to see. I really want to see an abstract landscape, but not that. And all of the landscapes so far, there was only one prompt that was executed good. It wasn't even that good. It was just all right. The rest were just horrible. So, quickly just. Also, I wanted to show people how quickly ChatGPT actually can respond to you, how quickly it can generate stuff for you. I'm only doing a very simple prompt in there. There is nothing much to it. It's genuinely what you would ask another person to do for you if you knew they could do everything. And as you can see, it's very, very fast, it's very good at what it's doing. And I genuinely can't recommend it enough for people to try, to give it a go. I will make some videos on how you can actually use ChatGPT to execute some of the repetitive tasks that you might be having. I use it for my content creation daily, and I don't mind sharing. So let's see. I've asked ChatGPT for an abstract for a description of an abstract landscape because I wasn't satisfied. Now now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we are actually talking. So I really can't stress enough how much I love those little spirit like energies going off to the top of the picture. Absolutely love how neon like they look. I love the vibe they give off. They give you that mysticism vibe. They give you that divine type of vibe. I love it. It reminds me of the spell Expecto Patronum from Harry Potter as well. I'm such a nerd. Oh my god. Well, but yeah, nevertheless, a very, very well done picture. Quality, again, it's not satisfactory, but I think for what it is, I'm going to skip past the quality bit. I'm just going to look at what it produced, the value of the picture. And it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing when you look at it. It gives you that cosmic vibe. Now this is like an image of frequencies, like the energy frequencies, some spiritual type of image, or like a nebula cloud. Looks amazing, absolutely stunning image. It could have picked a bit more colors to mix together other than just the ones that it picked. but it definitely looks all right. It definitely looks, it looks better than the last picture. Now, wow, this looks like a place where stars are being born, or like where the galaxy starts. Beautiful. I really like it. I really like it. Now that really reminds me of is it Andromeda's nebula? That's very very close to our galaxy. It reminds me. It gives me that cosmic cloud vibe. Um, definitely a celestial picture. That I can tell you that it really gives off that divine celestial, spiritual vibe. Definitely will be saving those images. They definitely look the best out of the prompts I've used today. And bear in mind, I've used 7 prompts, and you can see how easy it was. It didn't even take an hour to actually go through those 7 prompts. You know. Nevertheless, I am very happy with those results. They are the most appealing to me. I really like how it was executed. It's not something you could see every day. It's definitely not something you could look out the window and just see. So there's a point for that. That picture just amazing. It's hard to give it a ranking. I can't really make my mind up. So I think I'm just gonna go with number one for all of them. I think that's the easiest way forward. That's the safest bet. But like I said, if you compare those images to these images, or to these images here, or even to these images, you, it's a no-brainer that this is horrendous comparing to this, right? At least to my liking, definitely this is the worst prompt I've ever executed in Bing Image Creator ever. Definitely, it's that stuff. I see my nightmares, I think. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm gonna leave you with that creation there. That's the last prompt. There will be obviously a lot more episodes coming to the series, a lot more different engines coming to the series. This is just the start, while I'm still figuring things out, while I'm still polishing the scenery of the channel for you. But there are some things you just can't go around. You have to do it patiently, which I'm not a big fan of, but there is that. There is going to be a news video coming in this evening. I am not able to record because of the temperature in my room currently. As you can see, I'm constantly using a towel. But once it gets a little bit colder, it was meant to be raining today, so fingers crossed. There will be a video coming in today, actually 2, because it's going to be a daily news video and a weekly recap video, and from Monday it's a regular schedule, at least 1 video a day. I'm trying to go for 2, but we'll see what happens. There's not always enough news to cover 2 videos, but I will do what I can. And in the meanwhile, I hope you're having a great day, and this is a virtual high five.